Nice. Hey, what's up? Welcome to part 2 of day 10. Trying to become a great investor. And today, I think I'm just going to go over some of the annual reports, still read through some of them, and maybe start more company reports as I kind of go through these, and also maybe keep track of some of the metrics. So let's do it. I think what I want to do today is go over Under Armour, which is a big difference from what I was thinking about before. VF Corp, Under Armour stock. Actually increased 1% today to 3.89 billion. VFC stock. I wonder what this says. Oh man, I feel like it's just ads and ads. Okay. Large debt obligation. I didn't know about that though, the security breach. Okay. Okay. I wonder what the pressure is on the significant on that. Oh my. Yeah, things aren't looking too good for for VF Corporation. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what Under Armour's looking like. Okay. Gonna add. Or should I? I might read on. I might build the report here. Okay. Let's see. Remove the trash. UA.IPY. Okay. Is a global sportswear brand. So I remember in our discussion in terms of the fashion industry, we talked about brands, retailers, manufacturers. Those are the main three. And you have textile manufacturers, retailers that are trade and wholesale. Also cut sew. Okay, we don't have to get super detailed into the cut and sew footwear and other types of manufacturing. I guess that is involved in the retail, manufacturing, and manufacturing industries. So we also have shipping, logistics. I think textiles was another big one. And then retail versus wholesale trade. I think this would be good. Oh, and agriculture. Okay. Brands. Is involved in global sportswear brand that is involved in the retail manufacturing. Under Armour is a global sportswear brand that is involved in the retail and manufacturing industries. So let's maybe break this down, right? So what it does is how, what did I do the report for review? Business overview, performance overview, competitive overview, evaluation. Peer evaluation, okay. Competitor overview. Okay. I do kind of just want to skip to these two steps here. And more specifically, retail trade, retail wholesale, cut, sew, manufacturing, and footwear manufacturing. Maybe let's say business over. So let's call this products. As a sportswear brand, Under Armour generates revenue by selling following types of products to consumers and businesses. So we have apparel, footwear, accessories, and license. License. So what is this license? The licensees of us are. So licenses. So make. So develop any of the products listed above for other businesses So these could be college sport teams, corporations, youth sport teams. So maybe inserts how product mix changed over time. So, geography. The company operates its business in 4 different geographical regions. So we have North America, EMEA, so I think Europe, then Asia Pacific, Europe, Australia, Asia Pacific, okay, and then Latin America. As of March 31st, in North America, we have 176 factory house stores, primarily 18 brand house stores throughout the United States and Canada. Consumers can also purchase or price for you. So it seems like the company owns, so it has more factory houses than it does. So, highest revenue and generates highest revenue in fiscal 2023. December So, as of March 31st, 2023, UA had 176 factory house stores, primarily located outlet centers, and 18 brand house stores throughout the United States and Canada. Okay. So UA has distribution centers in California, Maryland, and Tennessee. These are leased, so it doesn't actually own these distribution centers. They don't operate, okay. Okay,
I am done with my 2023 reflections.
nice. Good work, good work.
Feel free to relax. I'll come back. Hi, baby.
Huh, so, it seems like UA in Latin America and Asia Pacific, UA has a more hands-off approach.
Boogie.
And have partners with independent distributors to sell their products. So I'm not 100% sure what that means though. Okay. So our product and development team are developed by internal product development teams and manufacture technical fabrications produced by third parties. This approach enables us to select and create superior technically advanced materials created to our specifications while focusing on product development efforts on style performance. So call this product design, development, and manufacturing. So UA has a talented design team that designs the UA products in-house, but contracts the production of materials and finished products to mostly international manufacturers. I don't think UA has a UA Under Armour made in USA. UA Lighthouse. Under Armour Light. Closing down. South Baltimore City Garage. City Garage. Okay, yeah, it seems like. Oh. Yeah, I wonder if this thing is Baltimore City Garage. City Garage. That's where it is. Okay, so maybe Under Armour has. Let's see. Research UA White House. Manufacturing in Baltimore? Okay. So, questions. So, further questions in SO. Materials. So the materials are under UA products are mostly comprised of synthetic fabrics. Primarily from Taiwan, China, Turkey, and Malaysia. Raw materials. So there's petroleum, rubber, cotton for footwear. So this is synthetic fibers for apparel. Call these natural fibers for apparel. You have manufacturing. So manufacturing for your products. Substantially is mostly contracted to international manufacturers. So 33 contract pretty much all contracted for apparel. 10 contract ventures and accessories. Oh, it's Jordan, Vietnam, Cambodia, Asia. We have Vietnam, Indonesia, China. Such as procuring raw materials, providing finished products. Control our cost of goods sold into various moves. Oh yeah, okay. And then maybe management. CEO. Stephanie Leonards. Call. CEO. Colin Brown. CFO. David Bergman. Okay. International Inc. Since February 2023. Prior to her role as president, she served as mayor. President Consumer. Prior to her role as president, as Marriott's Group President, Consumer Operations, Technology, Emerging Business. Ms. Leonards joined Marriott as a financial analyst in 1977. Held several positions, finance before moving into sales and marketing. Okay, wow. So, Marriott. It's more than doubled. Yeah, it's impressive. Oh, Colin Brown. So he was a guy from VF Corp actually. Interesting. Chief Supply Officer. Liam Fong. So all of these guys are pretty new. Stephanie Lentz, Stephanie Leonard's, Colin Brown, David Bergman, David Baxter. Led Sports Group. Mm-hmm.
我可在你那会儿，你可是你不是那个纽约，你要去那会儿是吧？
去哪儿？
去纽约了是吧？
我可能不用去了，不要去了。
不去了，不跟他们一块儿去了。
No， 他们
他们不去了。
不去，我们就可能去朋友家 instead。
嗯嗯。他自己来了，自己上去了。
Okay, that's interesting.
出去吗？后来？嗯？3年吗？3不3年？3不3年你？嗯？我出门早睡觉。明年你们就睡到自然醒了就行了，不用那么着急，那就到下午可能再去啊。怎么说也不用。早上去海去，那我不让吃走去了。后来你去吗？明天跟你一块儿去，妈也不让吃走路去吗？还去吗？啊？啊？去哪儿了？我这个眼睛可能就走了2圈儿。2圈儿？要么会配合这么长时间。看着都是个新鲜。
Women's ended March 31st, 2022. As results for fiscal 2023. So believe this comparison.
怎么样？可以，你把这个拿走吧，能拿着吗？带吗？应该没事了，这个是那个，你看，还行，这味道还行吧，不是那么死断。我也不用，我现在都不用，你给拿走吧。洗个澡不用了。
12 months ended. Okay. Net revenues. So deduct 3 months. So you're just deducting the first quarter, and you're adding this. Okay, so this is just the annual report is just making a trailing 12 months. Okay.
哎，宝莲，我们从对色给买那个，你不是嫌大吗？给退了吧，那20块钱呢，啊？再找一个合适的，行吧？啊？啊？那什么时间你去退去吧，就在那儿用。
Yeah, so I'm confused, like why do corporations change their fiscal year? Okay, so it says PwC is claiming that oops. Retail organizations may shift their fiscal year away from the calendar year end close, given the significant estimates that may be required in December to accrue for returns and price adjustments around the holidays. Okay, I guess maybe the idea here is that for retailers that move their reporting period to, let's say, instead of the end of the year, like December 31st, could be the end of February, March, as that accounts for the period in when the holiday season has just sold a lot of, let's say for retailers during the holiday season, that's usually the peak time of sales, and with sales comes also discounts and returns. And so maybe if you report closer to January, December, those discounts and returns may not be fully factored into, they may not be fully realized in the actual annual report. But if you report later on in the year, let's say in March, which is what Under Armour did, then you have a more accurate representation of the realized or the actual returns and discounts that resulted from the holiday season. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Oh, shoot. I just lost a cap. Yeah, it's gone. Within General's wholesale revenues increased 5.9%. Direct to consumer revenue decreased 2.5%. Footwear actually increased 16.3%. Okay. Accessories revenue decreased 7.4%. So the revenue is decreasing in North America, but it's increasing in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. That's what this is. Middle East. Yeah, look at me. That makes more sense. Completely forgot about Middle East and Africa. Come on, man, come on. Gross margin decreased 470 basis points to 44.9%. You know, I hate when it's annoying when people switch between percentages and basis points. Is it too hard to keep it consistent? Do people not want to keep those consistent in the annual reports? Alright, so So, labor disruptions in China, such as increased freight costs and transportation delays. Cost of goods sold. Wow, yeah. Performance. Insert code here for selling general and administrative expenses, restructuring and impairment charges, income loss. Oh, so net income actually increased. So why the restructuring and impairment charges that happened in March 2022? Okay, that was due to the impairment of, I think, the MyFitnessPal app, right? Interest income was higher. Other expenses, other income expenses. So 55%. Gross profit 44.9%, 48.1%. Income loss from operations 4.8%. Okay. Their income. What does not meaningful mean? So Paracels fell Footwear sales increased, accessories decreased. Net sales. Licensee revenues, corporate other. Wholesale direct to consumer. Recognize approximately 10.1 million in revenue relating to gift cards not expected to be redeemed. Why is that? Decrease in net income before the impact of non-cash items. Decrease from changes in working capital. $40.7 million for changes in other non-current assets. $68.1 million relating to the construction of new global headquarters. As previously disclosed, our new plans for new headquarters have been designed in line with our long-term sustainability. Okay, so code here for cash flow statement analysis, but fiscal 2023 cash flow from operating activities decreased by more than $500 million. So this is due to change in working capital, non-cash working capital, so inventory, and then you also have, I think, non-current capital. Accounts receivable, I guess.
I'm a little hungry.
Okay.
要卤面条？我这给你。我有点儿 hungry。卤面条儿还有一点。咱也爱吃那个 crab 配的肯定不吃。我看有土豆丝，要不要吃？啊？
你给我做？
有啊，现成的土豆丝那一天调的没吃完。要吃吗？不想吃。剩的我看。你知道不意思，一天不一天吃的。像你吃的那一次吃的那个嘛，比那个就是还有点儿吧。
Capital inflows.
那你买的那个
Accounts payable.
土豆丝是
So, how does capital inflows work? So investing. Let's call this cash flow analysis. Investing. Operations.
Cookie，
Investing. Financing. Cash. For investing activities increased. By 2.4 million.
What are you doing?
Trying to learn about Under Armour.
How are they doing?
Not great in the stock market,
Yeah,
but
it didn't seem so.
maybe there's
How do
some
they
value.
stay competitive? How much of the market share do they have?
Very little compared to
Nike,
Nike.
and Adidas.
Nike had revenues 100 plus billion.
Mm-hmm.
Under Armour has around 5 billion.
So how do they stay competitive? How do they grow their market share? Or is it not even about growing market share at this point?
I think it is. I think they, when I think about Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, other than other up and comers on Hoka 1-1. What else is there?
What's Hoka
Saucony.
1-1? Is that a brand?
These are like athletic sportswear brands. Lululemon is also a big one.
How much is Lululemon bringing in?
I think just off top, maybe 20 billion. Let's see.
That much? For real? How long
I know
have they
they're-
been?
Oh no, sorry, 8 billion. But they're valued pretty high. They're
How long
valued
have
at
they
61.
in the marketplace? It seems
For a
like they just
while.
came out of nowhere.
It's been around for a while, but it was okay. It says it was started out in Vancouver, or I guess in Canada. Canadian American.
Their stock is $500.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Lemon stock. 10K.
But when I look at Lululemon, okay, yes, they may be getting a lot of customers right now, but I don't view it as a sustainable business in terms of long-term growth and longevity. What makes their stuff any better or special compared to
Compared to
like Aloe Yoga, Fabletics,
mm,
and just all the
fat
yoga apparel that even the giants are doing. Like Nike is getting into yoga,
Mm-hmm.
and good for them.
Yeah, only 8 billion. But
That's still a lot.
yeah, it's more than Under Armour, honestly.
And
Let's see. Oh, the Kappa's gone.
so, what would you propose as
Oh.
strategies for these companies? Or
Aloe Yoga. Oh, this thing. This is aloe. Yeah, I see all the people in New York wear it.
I view it as like basically the exact same stuff as Lululemon.
Yeah.
And none of their stuff, between Lulu and Aloe, none of it is unique. There's nothing proprietary about any of their stuff.
I think with a lot of these brands, it's really just marketing.
Yeah, it's about how much money can you spend in marketing. And part of the reason Under Armour probably isn't as competitive is because they've not spent nearly as much money as Nike and these other big brands have spent in marketing.
And marketing. Interesting. That's an interesting take.
I mean, if you think about Coca-Cola and Pepsi and all these other new products, it's like
Uh-huh.
no one will ever outcompete Coca-Cola and Pepsi because they've been spending marketing dollars for the past 100 years.
To build their brand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And why does Coke have such loyal Coke drinkers and Pepsi have such loyal Pepsi drinkers? When at the end of the day, no one can even tell the difference when they're doing blind tastings. It's because all that marketing has influenced how people think about each brand.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously marketing has played a big role in why people buy Aloe Yoga or Lululemon.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe you could look into their SG&A.
Selling
if there's
general
any-
administrative expense.
Yeah,
Okay.
to see if there's any difference in how how these companies are spending money.
On marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do think that's a critical driver in
The retailing.
Because you're just building a brand and differentiating by brand. There's nothing proprietary besides brand recognition.
Mm. Okay, that's an interesting way to think about it. There's nothing proprietary besides brand recognition and hype.
Yeah. And watching about Nike Air Jordan, I'm like, oh, that was a pivotal business move for them. It was a gamble,
Mm-hmm.
putting all their eggs into one NBA star, Michael Jordan, but it paid off. And the strategy of getting Michael Jordan some equity, so like some royalty into every sale. So
Mhm.
I think he ends up getting like 5% of net sales annually from Air Jordans.
Yeah.
Like, that was a good deal, I think, because it now gave Michael Jordan an incentive to work hard, and whatever his performance is on the court ties back to how much money he ends up getting per year.
Uh-huh.
If he does really well, people want to buy his stuff. So then he ends up getting more money out of that 5%.
Right.
So I think that was a really good business strategy for the long term. Because then you have these athletes who represent the brand invested in continuing to do a great job. Both
Okay.
on and off the field.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Well,
think it's all marketing, but
Spit your game. I'm listening. I'm gonna think about that. It's something I'm definitely going to incorporate into my research.
yeah, I do think marketing is a huge part, but I also wonder, like, what else is important beyond marketing? There must be other stuff, too. I just don't quite understand. Like, how do you sustain yourself when new brands pop out of nowhere?
How do you remain competitive? Yeah.
Yeah, like Under Armour. It was a novelty design that he had when he first came out with that material. That
Yeah.
was novel. But then soon that became mainstream.
Uh-huh.
So how do you stay ahead of the competition? How do you still compete with the big dogs like Nike and Adidas
Right.
when all of them start using the same material? And what launched you into the marketplace in the first place? That just is no longer like the selling point for you.
Right.
I don't know how they stay competitive. But yeah. It's tough business.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about what Tony has to say. Our marketing queen. So, things to think about then, yeah, right? So, what makes a good retailer? Questions to think about. Why would someone buy Under Armour over any other brand? So why would someone, okay, and then who is the target audience, target demographic for Under Armour? What is the strategy for Under Armour? What is the strategy for Under Armour? Is marketing the key differentiator in the retail industry? So this means spending more on marketing help you increase your market share?
嗯。
Fabletics.
哦，没放那个，等一下咱们走。稍微分开吧，上面写这个。专门做的，专门做个菜。
Hmm. Sponsored. Oh, I was totally wrong with 100 billion USD of Nike revenue. Sales gross margin. Is Under Armour ever poised to? Why is Under Armour Yeah. Yeah, not really. How does Under Armour how big is So Nike has it's true, Nike is so much more. I mean, okay, Nike has the biggest names in sport. I mean, Michael Jordan, Cristiano, Serena Williams, Tiger Woods, wow, LeBron James. So, tennis. Sure.
Yeah?
Sure.
I'm making,
A little bit.
well, Ma's making the Italian bean or something with the green onion pancake with egg and the sauce
Okay.
and avocado.
Okay.
穿上裤子吧，不用穿，不用穿，不用啥？
不用穿。
不用穿啥裤子啊？这个不亲，就穿了这个了，给你做饭呢，冻死我了。没事，冷啊！
来上面是这个拿我的 phone take a picture.
行了行了，哎呀。
Sports style. Haters. first is that Under Armour's sales continue to decline in North America as more shoppers favor casual athletic wear or athleisure instead of Under Armour's very technical fitness gear, which is marketed as being for the athletes that want to perform better. Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. I'll come downstairs and get it. Unless you're not.
No, I'm gonna eat it downstairs.
Okay. Under Armour reports 2019. So it seems like Under Armour had some interesting scandals in the past. $169 brand houses. 176 factory stores, 18 brand house stores throughout the U.S. Okay, 5 billion. 5.2. I see. So pretty much this company isn't growing. That's why. Under Armour is a company that seems like it's not growing. It's losing market share to other. And it doesn't really seem to have a clear path forward, so that's why it's currently being priced like this by the market. Okay. I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna go downstairs and eat real quick. It's gonna stop the stream here. Goodbye.